Hey there, my name is Jer, and this video is about my personal first ascent of the Green River Narrows. The Narrows is one of the most coveted runs in the eastern United States. It is the crown jewel of steep creeking, with a section dropping approximately 350 feet in half a mile, and containing 11 major Class 4, 4+, 5, and 5+ rapids. It is also home to one of the most prestigious whitewater races in the world, the Green Race. I've often heard the phrase, "I just want to run the Narrows one day," and many beginner whitewater kayakers set the Narrows of the Green as their ultimate kayaking goal, a goal that takes literally years of practice, dedication, and hard work to ever achieve. But there was another reason that putting onto the Narrows today was important to me. Almost exactly 2 years ago, on July 11th, 2020, I'd come out to the Green River to participate in a swiftwater rescue course as part of a rescue squad that I volunteered with. And during that course, we hiked into the Narrows to do some training. It was there that I first ever witnessed whitewater kayaking. I was blown away. The sight of kayakers running these impossibly big rapids was burned in my brain. And on that day, I decided I wanted to be a whitewater kayaker. It wasn't until a month later that I sat in my first ever whitewater kayak, a borrowed Dagger RPM. And it wasn't until a couple months after that that I finally got on my first moving water. But I was hooked, and I would slowly work my way up harder and harder rivers. Yet there was always one section that stayed in my mind, the Green River Narrows. Now, exactly 1 day shy of 2 years later, I returned to where it all began. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. Doubts swirled in my mind. Was I good enough? Was I ready?
Do you feel pretty good in the goat?
I plan to run the Green Light, as it is called, a version of the Narrows in which you run everything other than Go Left and Die, Gorilla, and Sunshine. These three rapids are the hardest, the biggest, and the most consequential of the run. As we began to hike in, things were surreal. I had hiked out of here half a dozen times or so doing the Upper Green, but today I was hiking in. The first half mile or so is just boogie. A warm-up, but one that I was glad for. Soon we arrived at Frankenstein, and it was recommended that I scout it. But even going to scout felt sketchy with all the trees. When I finally got to somewhere I could see, my heart dropped.
What you gonna do? You're gonna make your way around?
Frankenstein looked terrible. If this is the first rapid, then what are the rest? Thoughts of doubt started to creep in, but I pushed them away. Today, of all days, I needed to stay in control of my emotions. And it was time to find out if the past 2 years of paddling were enough. After Boofers is Go Left and Die, the first of the big three. So much carnage has happened here, including one fatality. Sneaking it is not only encouraged but expected on a PFD. I wanted to at least get out and look at it though, before I snuck around to the right.
I'd like to look at it, yeah.
And getting out to look at this thing felt no less sketchy, involving leaps across fast-moving current onto slippery rocks.
Okay, alright.
I finally got a good look at Go Left as I crested over this rock, and the GoPro footage does not do it any justice.
Oh. Okay.
The left slot is literally the width of a kayak, if not slightly less. That comes after 2 drops with nasty holes underneath. It looked impossible, but as I saw some of my friends run it, the feeling inside me shifted from I can't do this to maybe I can, to I think I can, and then to I know I can. I made a short cinematic trailer about Go Left. It's going to be in one of these corners. Go ahead and watch it if you haven't already. But anyways, I realized I could do this, and I got back on my kayak. I visualized my line, and then it was go time. The stoke was high and I felt so alive, but it was time to refocus as the river wasn't over yet. At this point we got to Gorilla, the second of the big three, and there's an eddy that you have to catch so that you don't accidentally run Gorilla.
What is this one? No, this is eddy or else you're going over Gorilla.
It's actually kind of hilarious that such a simple eddy move turned out to be one of the most nerve-wracking experiences of my whitewater career. What wasn't hilarious though is just how big Gorilla is. It's split into multiple parts, and even though I felt like I could do each part individually, I wasn't sure if I could string it all together. Once again, the GoPro footage doesn't do a very good job of showing what this rapid is actually like. Nor does it show the consequences of messing it up and falling 18 feet onto rocks.
Oh, that's not it.
As I watched my friends run it, I once again had that feeling of this is impossible, shift to I think I can do this. But when something is this consequential, I think I can do this just isn't enough, and so I elected to walk it. I did get the cheesy put your foot on the plaque shot, so I guess it's still a win. Anyways, we sea launched back in, continue down the river.
That's super fun. You slip, that would suck.
Finally, we arrived at the pool above Sunshine, the last of the big three, and I chose to walk Roof Tube and Sunshine because I didn't want to even get close to accidentally falling over Sunshine. It's super consequential and has a history of ending paddling careers. Inches matter on this rapid, and being even an inch off usually results in broken bones and paralysis. I may eventually run it one day, but today is not the day. I'd rather just keep a fun day fun. It was cool to see the ropes they had set up for the portage, but then we put back in and continued to make our way down the river.
Do I go right through here and then left?
I was greeted with a familiar scene at the bottom of Hammer Factor, and it was in this exact location, 1 year and 364 days ago, that I first discovered whitewater kayaking. I had no idea what I was looking at that day, or the legendary status of this run, or what rapid I was even at. But I remember staring in awe as these kayakers coming down, wishing that maybe one day that could be me. Today, that was me. Things had come full circle, and now at the bottom of the last big raft of the Narrows, a feeling washed over me that I can't describe. If only the Jer from 2 years ago could see the Jer that I am today. A short Green River hazing session later, where we continued down the river and finished out the run. There's nothing but boogie left and then the takeout. Running the Narrows of the Green is a huge milestone in my paddling career, and this is something that I've been building up to for so long. Thanks to everyone that came out to help me out with it, and thanks for everyone that has helped me throughout my paddling career in general. Hard work and dedication does pay off, and for those of you that are still looking to get on the Narrows, know that it is a hard and consequential run, but not impossible. So get out there and train, and then when you are ready, get after it. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you all next time.